Gonna start tonight with some baseball. And says January like baseball. My avatar needs to plug in his cell phone. So MLB 2K17. Here's the trick about MLB 2K17. I'm not very good at it. And there was a time when I would have spent the days and hours and weeks improving at it. But my time to play these days is so limited that instead I just keep it on the easy setting. The problem, as you're about to see, is that the easy setting is so compulsively ridiculous, as you can tell by my stat line.
Among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club.
That it's really just an exercise in absurdity.
Line towards center field. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting nine for these Brewers. What's the key?
I'm just going to play a quick game of this to warm up, see how my voice is going to hold up.
Into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s.
Before we get to more interesting things.
Grounded to the right. To his left.
Oh.
Throw to first in time.
I like the fielding in this road to the show mode. I like that. You push to throw and it makes you line it up and pull the trigger and makes it simpler than just hitting a button. Which it turns out all of the batting is when you have it on the easiest setting.
Fastball, and he swings through
and even as you can tell, the easiest setting, I'm still not that good.
The windup and the 0-1.
There we go.
Here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run.
So where this has become perversely fascinating to me is that my Road to the Show avatar here is having, without question, the greatest season any human baseball player has ever had. This is the first game after the All-Star break, and he's already beaten the single-season home run record by almost 20 home runs, and he has a batting average that's in the upper 600s, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And what I find hilarious is that the video game commentary has no way to handle that. So they're just talking about him like, well, he's a pretty solid hitter. He's got surprising power for a leadoff man. But the game is clearly not equipped to have their MLB Network announcers go, holy shit, he just hit home run number 89. This man is clearly some kind of cyborg.
Jay Walker. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on the second for the force, and the
So if you're wondering why I'm playing for Milwaukee, after when you start Road to the Show, you do like a skill test, which I failed horribly because I'd never played the game before. And from there you get drafted onto a team, and I got drafted onto the Oakland Athletics. And you start in the minor leagues, and then you work your way up, and you get to the show, right? It's the Road to the Show. And because I was playing, because I was playing the game on its easiest setting, I made it to the show pretty quickly.
He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that.
And then there are these like RP moments where you have to control your character in like conversations with like the batting coach and your agent and the manager and all that stuff. And after the season was over, the manager comes to me, or my agent calls me on the phone and says, "How do you like playing in Oakland?" And I didn't care for it because I wanted to play for a team that could play in the playoffs. So I believe my choices were, it's great, or I don't love it. And I said I don't love it, and the next thing that happened was I was traded to Milwaukee, which would never happen because I had just won the Rookie of the Year award. And the team would not trade away their most valuable player. 2, I didn't demand a trade. My agent just got a little overzealous. And finally, Milwaukee was a worse team than Oakland. So my agent just kind of screwed up all around over there. But there's no option for me to yell at him for that. So I am stuck playing in Milwaukee, and tellingly they have not asked me since if I like playing here.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Right fielder number 16.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Hey.
One of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And a very important insurance run.
I should say that the Brewers have got significantly better over the last month. They're on something of a hot streak. We started out pretty putrid.
Now it's up to the pitch.
There were a lot of times when I would get on base and then have to watch the next 3 guys strike out.
Josh Bell, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Pretty tense. The ball's coming to me.
Down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now it's swinging.
Oh, spirited.
This should do it.
Yes.
Win. For the final out, and the Brewers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game.
And that's my favorite part of Road to the Show mode. I played a whole game in 6 minutes.
He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
Coming from someone who actually finished a 162-game season. In, what was that? I think All-Star Baseball 2003. Being able to play games quickly is a big benefit for me.
Baseball here on the show as we welcome you to Miller Park
Again, referencing my limited play time.
Right-hander out of the state of Oregon gets the ball in
653 batting average. The best I can say about that is it's the best in the National League.
He doesn't rely on the strikeout. He's averaging less than 7 strikeouts per 9. So they're going to put the ball in play on him.
See, I'm on the programming team for these games.
It's almost like a throwback to yesteryear.
Sharp ground ball to third.
I would have to remind them how people actually play them.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Because in that,
you have to keep
in that All-Star Baseball 2003 game I played,
digging in for his second at-bat,
where I played all 162 games.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
My first baseman hit 130 home runs.
Man, the pitch.
In that season.
Drive to center field. That one's got a chance.
Can I do it again? Is that number 90? Number 90.
This game is tied.
Let's see if they say anything about that.
So puts a solo shot to dead center. An incredible 90 now on the season. And the Brewers have come back to tie things at 1.
They do have dialogue for that. I'm really wondering what happens when I get to 100. But in that game, you know, he had 131 home runs, 200 RBIs, something stupid, and the game just wasn't equipped for it.
But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat, and they can go
I'm not the only one who plays the game like this, right? I would, if I'm on the programming team, I'm the development team, I insist that you put commentary options in the game so that players who so that players who play to break the game this way can be rewarded by little commentary nuggets.
Ready for another shot now. Jay Walker comes in 1 for 2 with that.
They should be debating whether or not I'm juiced. There should be commentary dialogue about FBI investigations into my training regimen.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across.
Maybe that's too far.
I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
I am still a little sick.
Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Come on.
Ripped down the first base line.
There you go, move the runner. That's why they pay you $15 million a year to move the runner over to third base.
Now batting, number 7. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Number 7.
Come on, Eric. Bring me home. Just put it in play in the outfield. Do not strike out.
To deliver on 0-2. Here it
you
comes.
had one job.
And he strikes out. And oh boy, all he needed was a fly ball somewhere to give him the lead. But instead, there are 2 gone now.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do?
Domingo, don't you strike out.
A good pitch and gets the strike.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
He's set. Here's
break the tie.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired.
That's one thing I wish the game took stats on. How many times I've been left on base.
Saturday baseball following this message and a word from Art.
The number would probably be astounding.
Digging in and looking for more, Jay Walker.
As apparently I'm going to have to score all the runs today myself.
And now pitch on the way. Hit hard down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. Both teams with
if you're wondering,
so
yes,
far.
every pitch they throw me is a fastball right down the middle.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Damn it.
Here's Gregory Polanco. He's
extra innings.
At-bats to this point.
We're going to lose.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play?
What the fuck was that?
Relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
I continue to believe that baseball, as good as these games get, is just impossible to duplicate electronically. Holy shit, they walked me. Oh, no, they just pitched down. You'd think a guy hits 90 home runs in a season, you just start walking him, but nope.
The 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
There we go.
This is his 3rd hit of the game. He has been absolutely on
Nick Worth,
fire.
who is a different person than Eric Thames,
when they see him come to the plate.
even though they look exactly the same.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here.
Oh, nice.
Throw on to first, so the
Well
sacrifice
done.
is successful.
Good job.
So stepping in, number 7. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
He's going to walk this dude, right? Yeah.
4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Well, it's all up to Domingo Santana, the genius with the 185 batting average. Oh, walk in the winning run. That would be the most Pirates thing imaginable.
The 3-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
The 3-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. McCutchen is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third.
Go, we win.
And the Brewers have done it.
Nice.
They'll walk off a winner.
Well, Domingo, you still couldn't get on base, but you got the winning run home, which is all that matters.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
All right, let's finish up this.
MLB The Show
Another
has
game.
baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Stepping in, Jay Walker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jay Walker.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away. At the plate, Jay Walker. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Jay Walker.
This is line to left.
Stop hitting it right at people.
Will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side.
Hit it where they ain't.
Down. Now at the plate, Starling
Forget
Marte
who said that.
struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Yogi.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, barehanded. He goes to first. He is out. Pretty painless half of the inning. Stepping into the box, Adam Frazier. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Curveball grounded towards second.
I cannot imagine how unbearable this mode would be if it didn't just skip to the defensive plays where you actually
Francisco Cervelli. His career line
have to go after the ball.
He's gone 3 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Hits this one hard the other way.
But anyway, I was saying baseball so
Throw to first gets him, so
weird and random
here to begin the 6th.
that even as the baseball games get more realistic, it never feels like real baseball to me.
To start the afternoon.
It feels a little too
and this is hit high and deep out to left. And
even when something as ridiculous as me hitting 91 home runs by July happens.
Were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time.
Like again, why are they still pitching to me?
Stepping up now.
I'm not allowed to carry that.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on.
That would never happen in a real baseball game.
Chopped weakly to the left. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jay Walker. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
So the baseball stadiums get more realistic. The lighting effects get more realistic.
A swing and a drive hit well out to right field. McCutchen racing back.
The presentation looks more realistic. The game just never quite feels right.
And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can.
I'm sorry, Mr. Announcer. I was the leadoff man. There's only so much I can do.
A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way.
Commentary in this game is
right.
pretty bad.
Under it. 1 down. Now a long
which shouldn't be
throw
surprising. It's the commentary on a sports video game. Wait till we get to WWE 2K18 in a minute.
Lead-off triple, and then
here's Starling Marte.
Don't think we're going to pull this one out,
Change
fellas.
his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. He turns and goes to second, and they do get the out there. On
Never had a
first,
chance.
but not in time as he beats.
Yep, there it is. We
hard
lost.
to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark,
Hey, we took the
never easy to win games.
we took the series, so. The other thing about Road to the Show, since you're only involved in plays you're directly involved in, it makes you feel kind of disconnected from the rest of the team. Which is weird for a team sport. Ooh, I got a Carlos Frias card. Okay. If you say so. Let's look at the standings. We're in 4th place. You get tweets. Those are tweets about the home run derby. They need to update their. Nobody's tweeted about me in days. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we could play.